inverted. Going into the tumble. And then into the yaw. Gentlemen, this maneuver displays the agility of this magnificent beast. Group Captain Until will now position to your left, once again aligning with the runway and bringing the mighty Sukhoi 30 MKI for a low-speed run along the runway. This maneuver, ladies and gentlemen, allows the bird to slide behind a slower enemy. Look on coming in from your left. As she runs in from your left, she is abounding in grace and poise. And ladies and gentlemen, time stands still as she tiptoes past you at just about 200 kilometers per hour. A fighter aircraft that can turn quickly even at low speeds is a nightmare for any adversary. Group Captain Until will now demonstrate the low-speed turn capability of this marvelous aircraft. Turning through 360 degrees with a radius of turn nearly 450 meters. Now, ladies and gentlemen, just in case you were a little caught up and missed some of the finer details of the loop tumble yaw earlier, we have for you once again Group Captain Until positioning the aircraft head on to you to once again execute the loop tumble yaw. There she goes in position, climbing up into the blue yonder. Inverted in the skies, moving into the tumble, and the yaw. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't seen an aircraft flying in reverse gear, look on, this is perhaps your only chance to witness such a spectacle. Keep your eyes on the aircraft for the tail slide maneuver, which is signature Sukhoi 30 MKI. There she goes, pulling up into the skies, and Group Captain Until reducing her to 0 speed. There it is, ladies and gentlemen, 25 tons of machinery and 2 human beings static in the skies. The captain is now making the aircraft slide backwards with the tail forward, vertically down. This maneuver, ladies and gentlemen, displays the extraordinary performance of this aircraft and the stability of its engines in such adverse maneuvers. The aircraft will now run in from your right and execute a loop, drawing the figure of O in the skies in front of your eyes. There she goes, ladies and gentlemen, the mighty Sukhoi 30 MKI, completing the maneuver with the same grace and elegance. Group Captain Untitled will now position the mighty aircraft for a high-speed run. Aligning with the runway and flying across the dais at speeds close to 900 kilometers per hour. Do not be deceived by the noiseless dash. Thunderous sounds always are never far behind the flanker. The captain has now lowered the undercarriage and we will be bringing in the mighty beast for a landing. Look to your left, ladies and gentlemen, and you will notice the confidence with which the aircraft approaches terra firma. Keep looking at the aircraft and you will see the grace with which the wheels kiss the earth. The aircraft has started decelerating, and that, ladies and gentlemen, was the mighty Sukhoi 30 MKI, combining the ruggedness of Russian technology and Western avionics, but inside her beats a heart that is truly Indian. A big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for the mighty Sukhoi 30 MKI.
All right, we just witnessed one interesting roll and tumble of a mighty Sukhoi 30 MKI. Ladies and gentlemen, it was spectacular, spellbound. Every time, I think this is the fourth time I'm watching mighty Sukhoi up in the air, and every time looking at the turns. And the best part, the most interesting thing about this flight is as it goes up in the air, it just makes its speed 0 and it starts flying in the reverse order, 180-degree angle. Huh? I'm sure you've seen that. So that was about mighty Sukhoi. We have more coming up for you. Take a look at it and enjoy.
Helicopter, a 3-ton helicopter with a single RD-10-1U engine, has been developed as a replacement to the Indian Armed Force 18th Chetak and Cheetah fleet of single-engine helicopters. The helicopter is now getting into position for performing some wing over maneuvers in front of you. The display is being performed by HAL test pilots Wing Commander Anil Bhambani along with Group Captain Rajesh Verma. HAL has always lived up to the challenge, and this time it is achieved with completely indigenous resources. The light utility helicopter is an abiding example of HAL's continued dedication to self-reliance, Atmanirbharta. The LUH is in front of us now to showcase its tail rotor power and low speed handling capability. It will perform a quick stop, sideward flight, the tail up maneuver in rearward flight, all very unique helicopter maneuvers. Completed all the necessary flight test trials required for achieving initial operational clearance, a feat achieved almost a year back. In simple terms, the light utility helicopter is now ready for operation from anywhere, be it the glaciers or the plains or the sandy desert dunes or even the high seas. The LUH is now performing stall turns in front of us. The LUH has a hingeless main rotor fitted with the new segmented blades, a first from HAL in its helicopter design. And there you can see him performing a stall turn in front of you. This machine had its debut display in the Aero India 2017, 4 years back, and today it is in front of us, fully ready with operational clearance certificate and poised for operational exploitation. There he goes once again for a stall turn. Please give her a huge round of applause, welcoming her to join the ever-growing India's indigenous helicopter family, and wish her good luck and Godspeed.
utility helicopter, we have for you the AEWNC, the Airborne Early Warning and Control Aircraft, our own Netra, the eye in the sky. The aircraft will be flying in. This aircraft is short AEWNC, is a capability enhancer with contemporary state-of-the-art technology, capable of long-range radar detection, electronic surveillance measures, command and control, battle management and networking through data link. Please keep looking to your left. The AEWNC on Embraer platform is one of the first of its kind to undertake air-to-air refueling anywhere in the world. The aircraft will be flown today by Wing Commander Pratap Singh and Squadron Leader Dilip Reddy of Aircraft and System Testing Establishment, Bengaluru.
हवा से सूचना का संचार करने वाला, हवाई सुरक्षा की जिम्मेदारी उठाने वाला, विजयी सपनों को पंख लगाने वाला.
This machine, what we see out there behind me, ladies and gentlemen, it debuted. The display debut of this was in the year 2017 Aero India. And today, it is ready to take over the enemies on a run. So, ladies and gentlemen, this machine, what we just saw flying up in the air, is a result of the continued hard work and effort of HAL. They are setting the benchmark high, always for the aircrafts and the helicopters. Ladies and gentlemen, the speciality about this low LCU is that it moves sideways as well. All right, along with it moving sideways, it has got the agility to stand still in the air for quite some time. That's the most interesting part of it. And within the shortest radius, it is able to turn, and it has the ability for a little while to go up in the air 180 degrees as well. So I think it's been a great job by HAL, and we're really proud of it. So ladies and gentlemen, now we have more coming up for you. Check out, watch this and enjoy. Now, what we have coming up next is something you'll be really impressed with. This is called as Netra. So we've got a lot of prominence about Netra. I'm going to tell you much about Netra for now. I hope all of you watching this live from Doordarshan are enjoying this Aero India 2021. So ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow is going to be a very special day. Tomorrow is going to be the valedictory function. In the valedictory function, we have the President of India, Honorable President of India, Shri Ramnath Kovind sir, जो यहाँ पे हमारे बीच मौजूद होंगे. देवी और सज्जनों, दिल थाम के रखिएगा, हमारे साथ जुड़े रहिएगा, क्योंकि हम आपको ले चलते हैं और कई सारे उड़ानों के साथ. और हाँ, ये प्रोग्राम आपको कैसा लग रहा है, बोलना मत भूलिएगा ज़रूर. हमारे दूरदर्शन की यूट्यूब चैनल लिंक्स वगैरह पे आप कमेंट ज़रूर करते रहिएगा. तो देवी और सज्जनों, अभी मेरा इंतज़ार है, मैं इंतज़ार कर रहा हूँ एक बड़ी बेहतरीन चीज़ के लिए. शायद आप भी जानते हैं कि किस चीज़ के बारे में बात कर रहा हूँ मैं. सारंग और सूर्य किरण कई सालों से परफॉर्म तो करती ही आ रही हैं, अलग अलग परफॉर्म करिए, लेकिन इतिहास में ये पहली बार हुआ है कि दोनों एक साथ परफॉर्म करने वाली हैं. सारंग के बारे में अगर बताएं देवी और सज्जनों, तो सारंग 4 जो हेलीकॉप्टर्स हैं एशिया में ऐसा अकेले हिंदुस्तान में कर पाते हैं, और साथ ही साथ जो 9 सूर्य किरण की एयरक्राफ्ट्स हैं ऐसे सारी दुनिया में कहीं नहीं है, सिर्फ हमारे देश में है. So I think it's a brilliant performance coming up for you now, ladies and gentlemen. The wait is over. Let's take a look what Netra is got in store for us. That is all set. हाँ, बड़ी आसानी से हम आपको दिखा पा रहे हैं, लेकिन धूप इतनी तपती है, मेरा रंग सारा उड़ रहा है, कल पक्का है आप मुझे पहचान नहीं पाओगे, इतनी ज़्यादा धूप है। फिर भी हमें हमारे रंग की परेशानी नहीं है, हमें बस आपकी सोच है, आपके कंफर्ट की सोच है। दूरदर्शन के ज़रिए ये सारा प्रोग्राम जो है लाइव हम आपको दिखा रहे हैं एट द कंफर्ट ऑफ योर होम। अगर कोई मिस भी कर जाए या आप भी मिस कर जाए, फ्यूचर में दोबारा देखना चाहें तो ये यूट्यूब में अवेलेबल होगा। और जो भी पसंद आए एरो इंडिया 2021 पे हैशटैग मार देना और अपने सोशल नेटवर्किंग साइट्स पे डाल देना। वैसे मैं देख रहा हूँ स्टेज ऑलरेडी तैयार हो रहा है कल के वैलेडिक्टरी फंक्शन के लिए। और बस दिल थाम के रखिएगा क्योंकि नेत्र अभी आने ही वाले हैं। एंड परशुराम भी हैं जो कि आने वाले हैं। परशुराम इज़ अ probably we can call it as a veteran aircraft which has played a big role in different wars which India has been participating in against its enemies. It's a proud moment for us because we have Tejas, which is in the making, and Tejas has already been a talk of the town. The Prime Minister of India speaks about Make in India, but now with the developments happening in the defense industry, it will be Make for World. So, actually, there is a saying for most of them, for the ones who work really hard, sky is the limit. But I would rather say, for the ones who fly these missions, for them, sky is the home. What a beautiful feeling it is, isn't it? Being in the sky, up in the air, flying it. Wow, it just feels nice. It feels like we should also get there, we should also fly it. But let me tell you, it's not that easy to fly it. बड़े पापड़ बेलने पड़ेंगे, काफ़ी मेहनत और शिद्दत लगानी पड़ेंगे। हम कोशिश करेंगे अगर हम कोई विंग कमांडर के साथ बात कर सकें और बता सकें कि कैसे है और कितना मुश्किल है इस उड़ानों को उड़ान भरना। So ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned with us as we are presenting to you Netra. So fasten your seat belts and get ready to fly with us with Netra.
Ladies and gentlemen, look to your left as the AEWNC will land in front of you. This shining star of Make in India is in true sense an incredible eye in the sky called Netra. It has enabled the Indian Air Force to safeguard the national airspace with an effective Indian solution. The platform is indeed a big step towards Atmanirbhar Bharat. Please give a big round of applause for the Netra formation.
up with the ethos of the Indian Air Force, we take pride in our heritage. So, ladies and gentlemen, we present to you the Goonie bird, savior of Kashmir, the one and only Dakota.
ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಮುಂದೆ ಡಕೋಟಾ ವಿಮಾನವನ್ನು ನೋಡಬಹುದು. ಗೂನಿ ಬರ್ಡ್ ಎಂದೇ ಜನಪ್ರಿಯವಾಗಿ ಖ್ಯಾತ ಪಡೆದಿರುವ ಡಕೋಟಾ ವಿಮಾನವು ನಮ್ಮ ವಾಯುಪಡೆಯ ಮೊದಲ ಪ್ರಮುಖ ಸಾರಿಗೆ ವಿಮಾನವಾಗಿತ್ತು. ವಿಶ್ವದ ಅತ್ಯುನ್ನತ ವಿಮಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದಾಗಿರುವ ಗೂನಿ ಬರ್ಡ್ಗೆ ಅದರದೇ ಆದ ಒಂದು ಇತಿಹಾಸವಿದೆ. ಈ ವಿಮಾನವು 1947ರಿಂದ 1971ರವರೆಗೆ ಲಾಜಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಸಾರಿಗೆ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಮುಖ ಪಾತ್ರ ವಹಿಸಿದೆ. 1947ರ ಅಕ್ಟೋಬರ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಶ್ಮೀರಿ ಸೈನಿಕರನ್ನು ಸಾಗಿಸುವುದರಿಂದ ಹಿಡಿದು 1971ರ ಬಾಂಗ್ಲಾದೇಶ್ ಸ್ವತಂತ್ರ ಹೋರಾಟದಲ್ಲಿ ಟ್ಯಾಂಗಿಲ್ ಡ್ರಾಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ವಿಮಾನ ಬಳಕೆಯಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಎರಡು 2018ರ ಫೆಬ್ರವರಿ 13ರಂದು ಸಂಸದರಾದ ಶ್ರೀ ರಾಜೀವ್ ಚಂದ್ರಶೇಖರ್ ಈ ಗೂನಿ ಬರ್ಡ್ ವಿಮಾನವನ್ನು ತಮ್ಮ ತಂದೆ ಏರ್ ಕಮೋಡೋರ್ MK ಚಂದ್ರಶೇಖರ್ ರವರ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಭಾರತೀಯ ವಾಯುಪಡೆಗೆ ಉಡುಗೊರೆಯಾಗಿ ನೀಡಿದರು. ಇದು ನಮ್ಮ ವಾಯುಪಡೆಯ ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಐತಿಹಾಸಿಕ ದಿನವಾಗಿ ಉಳಿದಿದೆ. UK ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಲಂಕುತ ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆ ಆದ ನಂತರ ಇದನ್ನು 2018ರ ಏಪ್ರಿಲ್ 26ರಂದು ಭಾರತಕ್ಕೆ ತರಲಾಯಿತು.
आसमान में आपके सामने भारतीय वायुसेना का परशुराम कुछ ही समय में अपनी उपस्थिति दर्ज कराने वाला है. 80 वर्ष पूर्व भारतीय वायुसेना के बेड़े में शामिल डकोटा पहला बड़ा परिवहन विमान था जिसे एक बार फिर विंटेज कलेक्शन में सम्मान मिला है. देखिए, पाकिस्तान को 2 युद्धों में परास्त करने वाला डकोटा आखिर कैसे बना परशुराम. 1947 की जंग में भारतीय सैनिकों को तीव्र गति से बहुत ही कम समय में स्थानांतरित कर सीमा पर तैनाती में सहायक बनकर परशुराम ने कश्मीर के तारणहार के रूप में गौरवशाली इतिहास रचा था. हिंद के हवाई दस्ते के इसी जाबाज ने 1971 में ढाका मोर्चे को ध्वस्त कर एक नई जयगाथा को जन्म दिया था.
Douglas DC-3 and its military variant C-47, selected by the Indian Air Force, is powered by 2 Pratt & Whitney piston engines. It could carry 28 fully armed troops. It has a top speed of 190 miles per hour and a range in excess of 1,000 miles. More important, the aircraft had a very low accident rate and was considered the best transport plane of the Indian Air Force.
वायुसेना के सबसे बड़े नायक को वापसी में वापसी का श्रेय राज्यसभा सांसद श्री राजीव चंद्रशेखर को जाता है. श्री राजीव चंद्रशेखर के पिता वेटरन एयर कमोडोर MK चंद्रशेखर VMVSM डकोटा के पायलट थे तथा उन्हीं की ओर से यह फ्लाइंग डकोटा वायुसेना को 13 फरवरी 2018 को उपहार स्वरूप प्राप्त हुआ। उस दौरान यह विमान कश्मीर तथा उत्तर पूर्वी राज्यों में सैनिक परिवहन में प्रयोग होता था। आज विमान की कमान संभाले हुए हैं वेटरन ग्रुप कैप्टन अजय मेनन तथा विंग कमांडर सिद्धार्थ गहलोत।
Today for the flying display, the aircraft is being piloted by a veteran Group Captain Ajay Menon, along with Wing Commander Siddharth Gehlot from the Heritage Flight of the Indian Air Force. Group Captain Ajay Menon is an experimental test pilot with the Hindustan Aeronautics Limited with more than 3,000 hours of flying on more than 20 different types of aircraft. Wing Commander Siddharth Gehlot is qualified flying instructor and is fully operational on air superiority fighter, the MiG-29 Fulcrum.
भारतीय संस्कृति के अनुरूप भारतीय वायुसेना अपनी परंपराओं और विरासत को सदैव सर्वोपरि सम्मान देती है तथा वरिष्ठों के अनुभवों को आत्मसात कर हमेशा सचेत रहती है। आसमान की रक्षा में परशुराम तुम्हें मन में रखते हैं। घुसकर दुश्मन के घर में विजयी परचम फहरा सकते हैं। इतिहास नहीं, भूगोल भी बदल सकते हैं।
Namaskara, Bangalore. This is Group Captain Menon and Wing Commander AK Singh from the Dakota cockpit. I hope you're enjoying the aerial display. Bangalore, I have only one question. How's the joint? Bangalore, keep your mask on, keep social distancing to beat the pandemic. Dakota, out.
Ladies and gentlemen, what you heard just now was the voice of the pilot directly from our own Dakota Goody Bird. And now you can see her majestically flying away into the vast blue sky.
What we witnessed just now is Dakota. Well, Dakota is a vintage aircraft. It's about 8 decades old. It's played a very, very big role in the wars. Well, Dakota is also named as Parshuram. The reason it is named as Parshuram for the kind of role it is played with the Indian Army. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the Dakota, which we just saw now, in fact, we had the wing commander, the veteran who spoke with us. I've made a note of his name and I'm going to read it out for him. And we got to cheer him the Parshuram, which is the eternal warrior of Indian Air Force. I told you it's about 8 decades old. So we had the veteran group commander, Captain Ajay Menon, and Commander Siddharth Gehlot, who flew this machine, and it runs at a speed of 190 miles per hour. So during those times, ladies and gentlemen, this was the best transport plane of Indian Air Force, and it's played a very, very big role even during 1947 and different periods. It's been a part of different wars against the enemies, and it's saved a good number of soldiers and the civilians as well. So that was Dakota Parshuram for you, and we salute Parshuram the Dakota. Well, देवियों और सज्जनों, हमारे साथ जुड़े रहिएगा, because we are bringing to you lot more informations like this and good number of aircrafts. While you're enjoying the Aero show here, the aerobatics, we also have a lot of exhibitions and expos which is happening. In this exhibitions and expos, we've got beyond 60 countries participating, and we're expecting good set of business to happen. We all know that Bangalore is a IT capital of the country, and at the same time it's also considered as the Garden City. The new name, it is the Aero capital of India. Well, we are at Yelahanka Air Base, which is the Aero capital of India, and we are at this proud moment of Aero India 2021, a runway to billion opportunities. Undoubtedly, this is a runway to billion opportunities, because one of the biggest opportunities which we witnessed is making of 83 aircrafts of Tejas. Well, we have the logo of Air India 2021. You see the Aero logo of Air India that is inspired by our own machine, which is Tejas. Well, Tejas actually gives the spine chills for the people who are against India. जो भी हिंदुस्तान के खिलाफ सोच रहे हैं ना, अगर वो लोग थोड़ा भी जानते हैं ना तेजस के बारे में, वो कभी सोचेंगे भी नहीं हमारी ओर आंख उठा के देखने की. So ladies and gentlemen, we have 83 Tejas in the making. Well, it was yesterday itself HAL backed this contract of making 83 Tejas, 48,000 crores, which is set to generate about 5,000 employment in Bangalore, Namma Bangalore, and at the same time, that's directly about 25,000 plus employments will be created. As a part of Atmanirbhar in the field of defense, this is a very good initiative which is being taken, and there's a lot more coming. Well, we would like to congratulate for the continued efforts of HAL, the entire staff, the kind of dedication they've been putting. वो कहते हैं ना शाहरुख खान, मतलब वो ओम शांति ओम मूवी में कितनी शिद्दत से मैंने तुम्हें पाने की कोशिश की है, कि हर जर्रे ने मुझे तुमसे मिलाने की साजिश की है. कहते हैं किसी भी चीज़ को अगर दिल से चाहोगे, पूरी कायनात तुम्हें उससे मिलाने की साजिश करती है. Well, I think this is what is the management of HAL has been doing with their continued effort. They have been delivering good number of defense machines for us, aircrafts for us. We just witnessed a good number of helicopters which are created by HAL. Well, ladies and gentlemen, HAL is absolutely giving a run for most of the countries who produce the aircrafts, the defense equipments and all. So thanks to the entire staff of HAL. And well, this kind of Aero India show, this kind of Aero show, what we are witnessing now in our country in the middle of the pandemic, was bound to happen in different countries, their own respective shows. But then it got cancelled or postponed because of the pandemic. But the best part is, we Indians did not let it go. इसीलिए तो हम हिंदुस्तानी. So ladies and gentlemen, ये जो शो कई सारे देशों में कैंसिल किया गया है, वो सिर्फ हमारे देश में हो रहा है. तो हमने इसको थोड़ा सा हाइब्रिड कर दिया. हालांकि अलग बात है, बहुत सारे हज़ारों के लोग यहाँ पे मौजूद होते थे, लेकिन हज़ारों के लोगों की तादाद थोड़ी सी कम कर दी गई है. वैसे भी हज़ारों के लोग यहाँ पे मौजूद है, लेकिन उतनी ज़्यादा तादाद नहीं जितनी कि 2 साल पहले या उससे पहले हुआ करती थी. द फर्स्ट एडिशन इट स्टार्टेड इन 1996, एरो इंडिया, एंड वी आर एट द 13th edition, Aero India 2021. The runway to billion opportunities. Well, you see a lot of opportunities here. One is with HAL, and yes, flying these aircrafts is not an easy task. Though it might look very interesting, बड़ा interesting सा हमें लगेगा, लेकिन आसान नहीं है. और इस कार्यक्रम को ऑर्गेनाइज करने के लिए करीब 5 महीने लगे हैं. सारे ऑफिसर्स, सेक्रेटरीट्स, डिफेंस
फ्लाइट्स देखी हैं, so we are waiting for more.
क्या बात है। तो ये आपका पहला एरो इंडिया है या तो इससे पहले भी आप इसमें
मेरा
भाग ले
पहला
चुके? और आपका मैम?
हमने पहले भी देखा है।
क्या बात?
मैं हिंडन में, मैं नोएडा में रहती हूँ,
जी,
तो हिंडन एयरफोर्स का जब एयरफोर्स डे होता है,
इंडियन एयरफोर्स का। ओह, यू आर एन एयरफोर्स, ही इज़ एन एयरफोर्स ऑफिसर। क्या बात है सर, आपको मतलब गर्व नहीं लगता?
तभी हम लोग को खींच के लेके आए हैं।
दूर से आया इनको पकड़ के ले आया
क्या बात है, इतनी दूर से आए हैं, इन सबको पकड़ के ले आए हैं. So we have Indian Air Force officer also present out here with us, जो कि अपनी फैमिली को लेके आए हैं दिखाने के लिए कि देखो कैसे रहते हैं हमारे इंडियन एयर फोर्स. Well, thank you so much for being present with us. Enjoy the show. Pleasure to have you here. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, जैसे इंडियन एयरफोर्स ऑफिसर रिटायर्ड हैं फिर भी अपनी फैमिली को लेके आए हैं. इतना दिलचस्प होता है ये प्रोग्राम, बट आप अपने घर के कंफर्ट पे बैठ के ये प्रोग्राम सारा देख सकते हैं. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, now let us present to you a couple of more aircrafts up in the air. All this is brought to you by Doordarshan. Stay tuned with us while we bring to you the best of the rolls and tumbles of the aircraft from Aero India 2021. And this is your host, Asif Beg.